Alright, let's talk about Woody Allen. Like the Christian God, this video comes to you in 3 parts. YouTube, Walt Whitman, Scarlett Johansson. I was reviewing YouTube's latest demonetization policy, and they were kind enough to talk about the categories that they don't want you making videos on. Distinctly controversial issues like child abuse. That's in that Woody Allen video. Pedophilia. In that Woody Allen video. Child marriage. Sex abuse. Sexual harassment. Domestic abuse. I'm running out of fingers. Essentially, that Woody Allen video had no chance of getting monetized by YouTube, which illustrates to me what I think is YouTube's real bias. It is biased against any sort of direct conversation about adult themes. And I think that leads to why there's so many videos asserting things on YouTube and so few videos defending people or ideas on YouTube. I can easily say, Steve, well, we all know he's a sheepshagger, if you know what I'm saying. Or Linda does like her horses. I can assert that, heavy words so lightly thrown, but to make a video refuting that requires you digging in to the evidence. It requires me saying, well, Linda does own a barn, but there is no evidence to suggest. YouTube heavily disincentivizes sensitive topics, regardless if they're in a thoughtful or critical way, which leads me to Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman has a famous quote I really like. Walt Whitman, the American journalist poet from Brooklyn, the original hipster, said, "Be curious, not judgmental. Be curious, not judgmental." It's a great quote. I think a lot of journalists would have it installed in their amygdala. Nonetheless, if you go reading Leaves of Grass, looking for Walt Whitman's quote, you will find Walt Whitman did not say, "Be curious, not judgmental." The oft attributed quote to Walt Whitman, he never said, which I think is the perfect ironic circle to when you go looking for the facts, you often find the common narrative is false. Third point, Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson is an A-list celebrity actor, and Scarlett Johansson notably stands by Woody Allen. And a lot of people found this to be the kind of public mainstream media perception was that Scarlett Johansson is naive, she's ignorant. Why is she standing by Woody Allen? She has a lot to learn about survivors. Or Scarlett Johansson and a few other big A-list celebrities aren't budging on Woody Allen because they can. They are high enough within Hollywood that their ability to work is not dependent on them denouncing Woody Allen. And I think that's what you're really seeing. You're seeing a lot of B-list celebrities and up-and-coming actors like Timothy Chalamet or that girl in Juno, I forget her name, I'm sure she's a lovely girl, denounce Woody Allen because they need the public to continue to like them. But I also have some facts that I didn't include in the video that you might find a little fascinating. Mia Farrow got our adoption laws changed in the United States. The way our current adoption laws work is because of Mia Farrow. In the 1970s, Americans could only adopt 2 foreign children. Mia Farrow was not satisfied with adopting 2 foreign children, so she asked her senator friend to change the law, which they did, and thus allowing Mia Farrow to adopt 10 children, plus, I don't know, like 5 biological children. Second little interesting, not fact, but theory, that Ronan Farrow had reconstructive surgery on his legs to make him 4 or 5 inches taller. Yeah, and he hid it under the guise of going to Africa and contracting an illness, which allowed him to stay out of the public camera spotlight for 3 months that allowed him to recover from the massive surgery that made him taller. And you can go down some subreddit conspiracies where people are talking about this. As a theory, not a fact, but again, I think illustrates the interesting sociopathy of the Farrow family. So is Woody Allen guilty? Not of anything criminal. Woody Allen is guilty of being an idiot. The moral of the story is that Woody Allen is an idiot and got out of touch with how normal people would perceive some older guy that's balding, looks kind of weird, dating a younger woman that is also the adopted daughter of his ex-girlfriend. Most people, myself included, you hear that and you think, bro, what? That sounds weird. And then it's not that much of a stretch if you have other voices saying, oh yeah, he's also a predator, he's also done this or that. You kind of look at the situation and you think, oh, feels true. And it's often how our truths are arrived at. When enough people feel something is true, it becomes true until people push back against it. Which gets back to YouTube and how hard it is on YouTube to push back against something that so many people feel is true, even if it's not. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. No ads. Love you, YouTube.